We're still live, right?
Yeah, we're just live.
We're still live.
We're just live. And
Cool.
Where are we streaming?
We're streaming on Facebook right now.
Facebook. So everybody on Facebook right now is going to share this
Exactly.
and tag Moby
Not that
and the
Moby.
Fire Show.
That's true. And Paulo Bryan from MediaTech Ventures.
There you go.
Exactly.
How you doing?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good to see
It's
you.
like I see you every week.
It's kind of by design. We want to get into that. But
That's true. That's true. How are you doing, man?
exceptionally good.
Yeah?
I'm particularly excited because not only is it the third cohort for Founder Institute that's graduating, but I'm particularly passionate about venture funding and venture capital, and have been working my off to serve the entire ecosystem in that regard. And January was the most significant, most substantial month for the entire state of Texas.
That's true.
In venture funding.
And Austin was leading, correct?
In history, in Austin, just in the first 2 weeks.
Look at
raised
that.
more venture funding than I think ever before, and mostly the entire Q4 of last year. We're crushing it in this part of the world.
I love that.
Finally.
I love that. It's because, finally, it took some time, right?
It does.
Yeah,
It
because
does.
I remember, because I started podcasting 2 years ago, asking entrepreneurs, how do you get funding? And they
Sure.
said, well, we would fly out to New York and San Francisco.
Yeah.
Because that's where it is. And now we're finally starting to rise up in that.
We're rising up, and it takes time. It does genuinely just take time, because in fairness, you almost still do have to go to California and New York. There's something important to be said for the fact that money that knows how to participate in entrepreneurship and in startups is more accessible, right? And like it or not, Silicon Valley knows how to move money into startups, and New York knows how to move money into startups. So what's fun is it's taken a while for the Texas capital to learn how that works, learn how it's different. It's not investing in Wall Street, right? It's not investing in a company.
Different expectations, different way it works,
Right, so Texas is catching up, and in Texas catching up, California and New York are going, aha, we're in, I got it, I see it.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. So tell us about your involvement in Founders Institute. You're a director. What does that mean?
Yeah, so Founder Institute is one of the, it may be the most prolific pre-seed incubator, pre-seed stage program in the world. And it's run out of California, and some good friends of ours there. A director in any given location, we're the directors for Texas. Director essentially means we just operate what's going on here. We facilitate it. We bring in the mentors, we manage the curriculum and the program, we help deal with the applicants and help figure out who should be in the program, and then facilitate all the connections and resources that they need to be successful here. Why are we doing it here, to me, is the more interesting question. The Founder Institute program is rigorous.
Yep.
It's
tough.
It's got a bit of that fail fast ethos to it, right? That you come into this program because you're passionate about an idea, and yet you're not sure what to do next. You want to learn what to do next, and part of the process is, in fact, discovering for a large part that, hey, that thing probably isn't going to work. And it's amazing.
You got to switch, yeah.
Yeah, so switch.
Yeah.
It's amazing how appreciative people are of that. That it's a little bit less supportive, to be frank, in the sense of everybody can be a startup founder. Because if your thing isn't going to work, we want to figure that out fast for you. And that enables us to find founders that are passionate, convicted, and yet flexible, right? Fluid,
Coachable.
yeah, humble, which I may not be, but you get the idea. in order to figure out what it takes to not just get their startup to a successful point, but actually more so to realize their mission and their purpose.
Exactly.
Right? I want to accomplish something. The business, the startup is the means to the end. Those are the folks we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because a lot of what investors do is they invest in teams. When people when people go into incubators, they don't necessarily end up doing the same thing that they started off with.
Yeah.
In this cohort, we had a bunch of people who switched, who pivoted, that's the word, and did different things. And it's important to not be like, why did you do that? But support the new direction.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
The biggest challenge that most folks who are aspirational or passionate about being a founder, the biggest challenge that most of them have is, appreciating that what really works is the team. It's diversifying and being able to let go of control of everything and enabling a lot of other people who are perhaps better at whatever they do to help you through that journey. That's why a lot of venture capital just funds a team.
Yeah.
You put together the right team and you can convince me that you're going to be successful. I don't know what the product is going to look like tomorrow. I don't know if you're going to make money next month. It doesn't matter. It may take a year, it may take 2 years. You're going to solve this problem.
So tell me, what does that team look like? Like ideally for an investor, like if they're looking at a deal and saying, what qualities do they look in a team?
Wonderful question. I believe the answer is 3 things. And I believe it in the sense that I would challenge everybody on the stream and in social media to prove me wrong. I believe that every successful company, even the Facebook or the Microsoft, which is known for Zuckerberg or Gates, I actually believe every successful company has 3 distinct people running the business. They may be founders, they may not be, but there are at least 3 core competencies that are part of the team. The founder, the CEO founder, if you will, is the visionary, the North Star. They're inspiring. They can drive demand, right? They drive people to want to work with them. They drive capital. They drive media attention. You want journalists talking about what you're doing, right? Elon Musk is that person, right? Everybody's just kind of enamored, good or bad, because he's done some crazy things, but they're kind of enamored with what he does, and they want to work with that. Number 2, you need the technical, and I don't necessarily mean technology, but you need the technical leader who's building whatever it is we're doing. You could be in food and beverage or CPG. Who knows the supply chain or the ingredients, right? Somebody's building, and they're actually in charge of, and the boss, if you will. They're the person who builds the company, frankly. The CEO doesn't. The CEO drives the demand, and you turn it over to the technologist or the technical person to create it. And the third person is the market person. Maybe it's the head of marketing, maybe not, but it's the person who's singularly focused on the competitors, the history in the industry, what it's going to take, who funds these kind of things, potential partners, how we get customers on board. Those 3 people, and interestingly, the second 2 run the company. Marketing and technology run the company. CEO provides them whatever they need to be successful. Everything else is a result of what they've caused. And I mean cost, right? Everything else is a result of what they've enabled and created. Now you need a salesperson. Now you need a customer support person. Now you need a CFO. Now you need... And the mistake that a lot of companies make is they put those other roles ahead of marketing, technical expertise, and driving demand.
Driving demand, oh my God, I know. If you don't have customers, what are you going to do? And if you don't have the skill set to go after customers, what are you going to do?
Right.
Especially in the start when you can't afford a salesperson. Because a lot of these companies going in, they're solo founders or they have a small team. Right. What are you going to do? I feel so. Let's go back to that's the 3 core things that a team must have. Let's go back to week 1. The founder. Does a founder at the start of this program need to be able to drive demand? Is that a core skill needed in a founder? Can that be switched over to a CEO later on?
Actually, I think no.
You can't.
They don't need to.
Okay.
In the first week, hence your question, right? No, they don't necessarily need to. Most founders have a passion, a wonderfully creative idea.
Yeah.
They've got experience in an industry or a sector, and they have a perspective on how to solve something. Right? Most founders actually just start out with, I know there's a thing to address.
Yeah.
And so that first week in the Founder Institute program, and the first week for anybody really, is it's a flip in the way most people think. The first week is actually talking to as many people as possible.
Customers or...
Nope, that's the flip.
Okay.
As many people as possible. I want you to go sit down in a coffee shop and talk to everybody there. I want you to talk to your neighbors. I want you to talk to everybody at the school board and your PTA. Talk to everybody conceivable in the first week as you start. And what you're looking for, this is the flip. What you're looking for from people that have no idea, right? They aren't customers. They have no idea whether or not what you're going to do makes sense. They don't even understand it. What you're looking for is what not to do. You're looking for the grandmother next door who says, "Yeah, I don't understand that at all." Right? And so figure out how to simplify it and convey it effectively.
Yes.
You're looking for the person at the coffee shop who says, that is a wonderful idea. I would never use it on a mobile device, though. Okay, then don't focus on mobile right now.
Yeah.
You're looking for early validation in identifying what not to do so that you can then study the market, competitors, investors, and so forth, to figure out what to do. And what you do is you eliminate the risk. You define, you understand what I'm not going to do, and then you look at what's worked and say, got it. That's what worked. That's what got funding. That's what got customers. That's what got partners. I'm going to go do that, and I'm not going to screw up. I'm not going to make the mistake of doing this stuff over here that people have told me don't do.
No, I like that. I didn't think of it. I like it. So, I think we're about to transition into Chris Michael Harris.
Chris Michael Harris?
Chris Michael
Are
Harris.
you kidding me?
I know
That man, dude, he runs the Entrepreneur Hour podcast.
That's true.
And it's brilliant. And I'm not just saying that because I was on it.
That's true. What's up, Chris? You can join us for a second.
Are we cuddling in together?
We were cuddling it together, just like we did.
What are we talking about?
We were talking about Paul and investing. So you
We're talking about Paul. We need at least a few hours.
That's
right?
true.
Only because when I'm talking about myself, it takes that long.
Or when it's your Facebook posts. That's true. I'm gonna find the next person for you.
Yeah.
Okay. You
Right
guys
on.
can catch up.
Yeah, I think we got. We're talking scale factor, right?
Yeah.